world's thinking that we're right when the fact of the...
It's week 14 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Saints and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A three-year starter at the University of Utah. He gets his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile of yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Dillon up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. They go play action with Huntley. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile of yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
To throw on 2nd down, Sutherland. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. This one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake. Sutherland out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Saints at 500 hit 6-6. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Off play action. Sutherland. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, here's Huntley now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints 1st down as he gets this up past the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Sutherland. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle muscle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On second down, Dillon, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. After one, 7-0 on the ace. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Let's go now.
Second down and 4.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Huntley. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Check. Bronco switch.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
You ready to roll? Let's go now. Straight. Go.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sutherland. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got Renfro on the out route.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Huntley to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake. Sutherland. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Huntley's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
They need 2. Here's third down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
And this pass caught by Gray.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On second down, here's Huntley.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And Huntley showing that playmaking ability. Runs for the first and slides to a stop. Here's Huntley. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
Already over over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Sutherland. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Jerome Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Again, it's Dillon.
Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Huntley.
Caught on the right side by Adams.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
This is Dillon on the counter.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw, Huntley.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Huntley. That throw right side here going to be incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. He threw touchdown pass number 30 on the year last time he had the ball. And we'll look to build on things here, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Sutherland. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Huntley. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
White, he'll try the left side.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Huntley looks to throw.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run it again with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sutherland, a quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
His 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Huntley.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 44 of all the year. It's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Huntley working from the gun. He'll leave this one for White.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. They're going for it. Huntley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Huntley.
And that's complete to Adams. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now Huntley.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Off play action. Sutherland.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Holding. Receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Huntley. Connecting with Renfro. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley able to find Gray here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down. Here's Huntley now.
Pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Here's A.J. Cole now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because Any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.